Hello and welcome back to another episode of World Tour on Football Manager 2021. Now, since the last episode where we picked up 2 wins in a row against St Pat's and Cork City, we've played 2 games off camera, both in the league. We started off with a game against Derry City, and it was a great game for the neutrals. We managed to win eventually by 4-3. Stefano Rossi, John Mahon, Dara Fox and Sven Gertlicher all getting on the score sheet, and it was just goals galore in this game, but we did manage to come out as the winners in the end. We then faced Waterford at home and unfortunately lost 1-0. Very late goal from Lorcan Kenny in the 79th minute. Up until that point, we were really just holding on to a 0-0 draw. It never really looked like we would pick up the victory, but still disappointing not to get that draw. But in today's episode, we are going to be playing the league game against bottom of the table Longford Town, and hopefully we're going to be able to win that one, as they haven't won many games all season. And then we have the EA Sports Cup semi-final against Shamrock Rovers. That's going to be a tough one. So this is the lineup that we're going to go with for the game against Longford Town. We have Trevor Murphy in goal, Rossi at right back, John Mahon and Albercus in the centre of defence, Max Murphy is at left back, and we are looking for some better performances from him as he's not really done too great since joining us. Thomas Alua is in at right wing. Buckley and Corley are the 2 centre midfielders, and then Luigi Milani is on the left wing with Danny Morrissey as the deep lying forward and Thomas Breen as the poacher. We have Sven Gertlicher on the bench, Kearney on the bench, Dara Fox on the bench, and a few defenders and a goalkeeper too, of course. And we are going to start with our possession pressing tactic. Hopefully that will be the correct one to use against Longford Town, as I do think we are the better team on paper. So, team talk time, and I'm going to say I expect to see a much better performance from you tonight. Can I do any sort of gesture with that? Doesn't look like it. Point finger? Yeah, that seems to have worked a little bit. So, the teams come out of the tunnel. We are in our red home kit, and they are in their yellow away kit. And Longford Town actually have a few former players of ours. They have Einar Good Johnson, who of course just joined them in June. And also Kieran Kelly, left back today, one of our former players, as there is an opportunity for us to get a very early goal maybe here. Alua down the right hand side, cuts inside, takes a shot, and it's a good save from Grazza, a goalkeeper that I have taken a look at in the past but decided against making a move for him. He wasn't that much better than Murphy, as Corley takes a corner and that's collected nicely by Grazza. I didn't mention where we were in the league. We are still 6th in the league table as of this moment, 27 points. We are 1 point clear of Bohemian in 7th, but more importantly, we are 9 points clear of the relegation playout place, as Corley has the ball on the left, ball in. Alua's there with a header, and it's just wide from Alua. He's scored a few headers like that in recent episodes, and he was very close again to doing the same. So we reach half-time, and it is still 0-0. Disappointing, really. We should be beating Longford Town. So with hands on hips, I'm going to say I'm not happy with the performance out there, and we'll take a look at the tactics. Condition-wise, everyone's looking pretty okay. Ratings-wise, though, we've got a 6.3 in the centre midfield with Corley, and Thomas Breen's not doing great on a 6.5 up front. So I think we're going to take Corley off. We're going to bring on Dara Fox, who has managed to get a few goals in the past few games from coming off the bench. Might have to look into playing him as the starting advanced playmaker in future games. I think we'll leave Thomas Breen for the moment. We might bring on Gertlicher maybe 10 or 15 minutes or so into the second half, but other than that, we'll just make that one change in centre midfield and hope for the best. So Rossi with a free kick just inside the opposition's half. Nice ball from him to Morrissey. Morrissey across the box. Breen, is that a penalty? No, it's shot. I didn't see that. I was looking to see if it was a penalty in the text, and it's somehow gathered away by Longford. But Fox with the ball in from the corner. Grazza comes out and collects that quite easily in the end. He's going to launch that ball up towards Higgins, who flicks that on, but he's not got anyone up in support. So Rossi picks it up. Now it's Mahon to Buckley. Back to Mahon. And Fox looking for a lure down the right, but it's intercepted. But Rossi's got it back in the right back position. Now Morrissey to Alua on the right hand side. Plays it back to the ball midfielder Buckley. Now Fox out wide to Alua again, trying to get past his defender and possibly get a ball in. He somehow does get past his defender, cuts inside, plays the ball in, headed away by Good Johnson. Now it's going to come to Buckley once more. Ball over the top from him. Morrissey flicked on. Milani's there, and that is a penalty this time. Milani fouled by Hayes on the left-hand side of the box, and Danny Morrissey with a chance to put Sligo Rovers 1-0 up here against Longford Town. Morrissey steps up and he just squeezes that past Grazza. Goalkeeper going the correct way, but Morrissey somehow finding the gap between the goalkeeper's hands and getting himself his 10th goal of the season to put Sligo Rovers 1-0 up in what would have been a relegation battle, or at least what you would have expected to have been a relegation battle. But we have managed to pick up some victories recently that has made that less of a thing, really. The victory today would take us 9 points clear again of Cork City. They must be playing at the same time as us. They are. They're winning. So we'd remain 9 points clear of Cork City if we do indeed hold on to this. But Vlassi with a ball into the box, and that was never going to trouble us. Murphy easily collecting that. Breen's still not having a great game. That's not a great clearance from Murphy, and Vlasi's got another chance now. He plays that to Lovic in the centre of the field. Now Arnold through to Vlassi. Great tackle from Murphy there, but Good Johnson wins the ball in the air. But Fox has got it back for us. Ball over the top. Breen, possibly a chance to get some salvation today after a terrible performance so far, and he hits it straight at the goalkeeper, and I think that will mark him leaving the game. Thomas Breen coming off. Sven Gertlicher coming on elsewhere. Luigi Milani's on a 6.5. We'll keep a look on him, keep an eye on him. But there's just over 10 minutes to go as Longford have a corner. Vlassi with a header, and it's just over the VAR from Vlassi. Throw in. Murphy just inside the opposition's half. Plays it to Albercus. Now Mann, last line of defence. Plays a nice short pass to Alua, who plays the ball across to the left, but that's headed away by Hayes, who gave away the penalty. And now Arnold comes away with it for Longford. We've got plenty of men back though, and Milani comes in well there. Now Fox with the ball, the substitute at half-time. Moving forward with it, finds Morrissey. Through ball from him to Alua. Can he get a ball in the box, or is he going to cut inside? He tries to cut inside again, I think. He manages to get the ball back. Now it's Morrissey, back to Alua. Across the face of the box to Fox. Alua again, and that's a great one-handed save by Grazza. Alua a bit fortunate there. Plenty of times the defender tackled him, but he still managed to get the ball back. And we have a corner with Fox. And Milani's there with a header, and it's just saved by Grazza. There was a nice glancing header from the left winger Luigi Milani there, but wasn't to be a goal, as we have just under 3 minutes to go. Morrissey with the ball out wide, left to Milani. Bad touch from him. Hayes with the ball over the top, and Murphy is going to collect that easily. Chance to build again from the back, hopefully, as long as he doesn't kick this off the attacker, which is looking like it is a possibility. Murphy, not sure what he's doing. He's just holding the ball. Long ball forward towards Gertlicher. Headed away by our former player, Good Johnson, but Fox has got it. Nice pass out wide to Milani. Can he get a ball in the box? Milani to the byline. Ball in. Morrissey! And there is confirmation, pretty much, of the victory in today's game. Danny Morrissey with a beautiful header from a Luigi Milani cross. Fox with an excellent ball to the left-hand side. Milani running right down to the byline and plays it in straight onto Danny Morrissey's head to get his second goal of the game, his 11th goal of the season, and it went right into the top corner of the net. So there's the full-time whistle. It is a 2-0 victory for us today. Very nice indeed. Well done, lads. That was a good win for us, and we'll continue. So that result leaves us still in 6th in the table on 29 points. As I said, 9 points clear of the relegation play-out place. More importantly, 21 points clear of Longford Town in the relegation place. We are still 12 points off 5th place St Pat's Athletic, but we do have a game in hand, so we can reduce that gap to 9. 6th place, I would have taken that at the start of the season, and I'd still take that now. But next up, we head into our EA Sports Cup semi-final against top of the table Shamrock Rovers. It's going to be tough, but it's the cup. Anything can happen. So here we go. It is semi-final day in the EA Sports Cup. We are away from home against Shamrock Rovers. The other tie is also an all-Irish Premier Division tie between Shelburne and Dundalk. We are clear underdogs in this game. There's also some league games going on, incidentally, if you're interested in that. Both teams who are the two bottom of the table teams are actually playing today. So that's interesting, I guess. But we will head in to our lineup, see if anyone needs to be changed. Morrissey, that's disappointing. Our top scorer is lacking a bit in condition, so he's going to have to make way for this big game. I didn't want Breen. Breen didn't play great last match, did he? So we've got Gertlicher on. Just wondering whether we put someone else on up front as well. I don't think we do. We'll leave Morrissey on the bench just in case. So Gertlicher's coming on as the deep lying forward. Thomas Breen is our poacher. Other than that, everything is staying the same, apart from, nearly forgot to make the change, Darragh Fox coming in at advanced playmaker for Corley. And I think I am happy with the rest of that. So we will go into this big cup semi-final game. We are playing our possession pressing tactic, which is a bit, I'm not sure about. We may have to change that to counter-attacking if it does indeed look like Shamrock Rovers are bossing possession, which I imagine they probably will. But we are going to try and encourage the team to win this based on revenge. We owe Shamrock Rovers, after what happened in our last match, go out there and get revenge. So here we are. It's a big game, as you can tell by the fact that the team lineups are showing on the screen. They've won 4 of the last 5 games according to that form. We've won 4 of our last 5 games as well, which is some sort of miracle. I think that's probably the first time that's ever happened with me in charge of Sligo Rovers in the top tier of Ireland. Of course, we had a great run in the first division, but not so far in the Premier Division. Hopefully, we can at least give a good account of ourselves today. And I'm gonna start off the bat 11 minutes in. We are going to change to our fluid counter-attacking tactic because they are bossing possession as you would expect. But Milani's got the ball down the left-hand side. He gets tackled by Heffernan and that goes out for a corner kick. First chance of the game for us, possibly, but it wasn't actually a highlight, so never mind. But Buckley's got the ball now. He plays that to Gertlicher. Ball looking towards Milani. Milani's got it. Ball into the box, headed away by Brown. Hopefully Buckley's going to get there. He does. Now it's Rossi to Thomas Alua. Fox, nice pass to Breen. Milani, there's a man over on the left if he wants to use him. He does. Murphy, can he get a ball into the box? Plays it back to Fox instead. Now Fox into the box, headed away by Davis, and O'Sullivan comes away with it and he's sprinting away down the field, and this looks very dangerous. It's O'Sullivan with a shot off the post and cleared by the right back Stefano Rossi. That's a warning shot fired there by Shamrock Rovers on the break, and Conway has a goal kick for Shamrock. He plays it short to Davis. Out wide to the right back Heffernan. Now Clark. Ball forward to Scully is unbelievably good. Scully down this right hand side pulls it back to wing from the edge of the box, and that's just wide from wing. Shamrock Rovers getting lots of chances here, not so many for us. We've somehow managed to keep it 0-0 though after just about 25 minutes, as Murphy has a long goal kick forward, headed away by Davis towards the left back Marshall. Forward to wing. Now it's Surridge through to O'Sullivan, who had that shot off the post a bit earlier on, and Gertlicher just gave the ball back to him. Great tackle from Buckley, but O'Sullivan is going to get the ball once more. Now it's a wing to Marshall. Surridge looking for the through ball. Rossi should get this cleared and does towards Breen. Nice header from Breen to Gertlicher. Could this be a chance for us now? Alua with the ball. He's got quite a bit to do. He loses the ball completely to wing, and now Kavanagh on the break for Shamrock Rovers. Alua is trying to get back there to make up for his mistake. O'Sullivan with the ball again. Good tackle from Fox, but it comes to wing. Now it's Surridge, and Mann gets the tackle in, and then I think it was Marshall with a shot just over and a little bit wide for Shamrock. So we do manage to somehow get to half-time, 0-0. We have also somehow managed to have nearly the same number of shots as them. We've had the same number of shots on target. I don't know how we've managed that, but we have. So I'm going to outstretch my arms and say I'm happy with the performance so far. Keep it up, and we'll take a look at how everyone's doing. So condition-wise, few people getting a bit tired. Obviously, we did just have a game 3 games ago, that game in the league against Longford Town. Ratings-wise, everyone's doing pretty okay. We've got a 6.5 at left-back, Max Murphy, not having that great a game, but he is feeling motivated, so we'll not do anything with that. We, of course, do have Danny Morrissey on the bench if we need him, but don't really want to have to risk him unless entirely necessary. So we'll just go back to the dressing room and send the lads out for the second half, and we have a chance very early on in the second half. Milani towards back post, header, and it's somehow gone in. It's 1-0. Was that an own goal? It's an own goal from Kieran Brown. I think Buckley had the header. It somehow cannoned off the bar and maybe hit off the defender and went into the back of the net. I don't really know, but we are 1-0 up. Milani with a looping ball to the back post. Buckley with a header, and Brown just taps it into his own goal. It's 1-0. Can we finally break the hoodoo of being unable to beat Shamrock Rovers. Rossi with a throw-in just inside the opposition's half. Now it's Alua to Fox. Can we get a second? This would be absolutely unreal if this happens. Alua, ball in. Breen's there. It's Breen! It's 2-0. We're heading to a final. Thomas Breen with his third goal of the season. And somehow, after the half-time break, Sligo Rovers have come out a completely different team. We're 2-0 up against Shamrock Rovers. Gertlicker played the ball to Alua, who put a ball in very quickly. Nice position for Breen to tap home from about 6 yards out. And we're somehow winning against Shamrock. But Shamrock are going to be on the attack now, I imagine, from just till full time as O'Sullivan moves forward with the ball. This could be a goal already. O'Sullivan with a shot, good save from Murphy. We need to focus now. We need to concentrate. I'm gonna tell him to focus as there's another opportunity here. Brown heads the ball away. Scully's got it now in the centre of the field for Shamrock. And that cannons off our player, but falls to Marshall. Now it's Kavanagh to wing. Marshall again. Kavanagh's there, and Brandon Kavanagh's got to go back. 56 minutes gone. Still a long time to go. And Shamrock have got a way back into this game. So we're going to pause it, and we're going to make a change. We have a lot of people who are looking very tired out there. We've got Alberkis, Alua, Buckley, and Milani all looking very tired. Milani is going to be the man that I take off. We'll bring on George Kearney for him. I'm also tempted to take Alberkis off, despite the fact that he's having a very good game, but he's very tired, and I don't want any mistakes in defence. So Adam Rooney is going to come on for him. So it's a free kick in a very dangerous position for Shamrock now. Wing to take it. He shoots, and Lewis Wing has equalised for Shamrock. I spoke too soon. We're not heading to a final just yet. It's 2-2 with 22 minutes to go in this game. Shamrock Rovers have clawed it back. Was there ever really any doubt? And they are completely on top of us now. It's Farrugia with the ball, looking to turn it around completely. Farrugia with a shot, and it's a great save by Trevor Murphy. Another free kick, Marshall. Murphy should collect that, and does very nicely. Now, can we launch an attack? Come on. Trevor Murphy with the ball in his hands. Surely he's going to play it long. He does. Breen's going to chase after that. It's Thomas Breen. 1-1 with the goalkeeper. Breen shoots, and it's a good save by Conway. We're going to encourage the team. We're going to try and get the morale up a little bit and encourage them. Fox with this corner from the left-hand side. Can we get a third goal towards Gertlicker? But Conway comes out and collects that easily for Shamrock Rovers. And launches that forward. Rooney now. Rossi. Ball forward cleared by Brown. And now Rooney's got it again. But he loses out. And thankfully the highlight ended there, because that looked like he was going to be in all sorts of trouble. Throw in for Shamrock in a dangerous position. Surridge with the ball on the left. Now it's Wing. Back to Surridge. Ball in. Headed away by Mann. Can we get on the counter-attack? It's Gertlicker now. Breen needs to make a run. Gertlicker running forward with it. Plays it through ball to Kearney. Kearney with a chance. It's Kearney. He's pulled it wide. That was a chance. We've had so many. Breen had the one-on-one. Kearney with the one-on-one. And they both scuffed their chance. We're in injury time. 5 minutes of it. It looks like it's going to be extra time. It is indeed. Why is that man sitting on the pitch? Very strange. Like, he's not actually on a chair. He's just sitting. I mean, that's a really good workout for the legs there, I guess. Just in a squat sort of position. Interesting. We'll head into the dressing room. Hopefully he's not there when the match gets back underway for the first half of extra time. We are going to pump our fists and say, don't let this slip away from you now. We've been the better team. We need to show it in extra time. I think that is pretty accurate. We've got one more change that we can make, but we've got so many players who are dead on their feet. And Rossi has the worst rating out of all of those who are dead on their feet. So Kavanagh is going to be our last change, coming on at right back for the Italian. Let's see how we do in this extra time period. I'm expecting us to be very tired and Shamrock to have all of the ball. Maybe hold out for penalty shootout. That might be our only chance of winning, but there doesn't seem to be a highlight in this first half extra time. I speak too soon. Gertlick with the ball in. Breen's there. Breen scores. Thomas Breen scored again. It's 3-2 in injury time. In the first half of extra time, he's got his second goal of the game. Look at him jump for joy. Thomas Breen could have just sent us through to a cup final. Gertlicker with the ball in, Breen in tons of space to tap that ball past the goalkeeper, and it's 3-2. As we get to half-time, there's no team talk in half-time, so we just go straight on into the second half. There's no changes we can make. The only thing we can do is tactics, and I'm not going to do that. So we've got just about 5 minutes left to hold on. And we've got a free kick. It's Murphy with the free kick. Ball into the box. Alua's there with a header. It's off the bar from Thomas Alua. That would have been unreal if we'd managed to get a 2-goal deficit over Shamrock Rovers. But we're in injury time and the full-time whistle's going to go. We've done it. We've got to a final of a cup competition with Sligo Rovers. We've finally beaten Shamrock Rovers. It's finally happened. It needed extra time, but I don't care. We are into the EA Sports Cup final. And I'm going to outstretch my arms and say that was really special. Nobody gave us a chance, but you played magnificently. Congratulations. So, confirmation in the other game in the Cup, we will be playing Shelbourne in the final. What a run from Sligo Rovers. In the league, Bohemian and Cork City both picking up victories in their game. Not looking good for Longford Town down at the bottom of the table with 8 points. They are just falling away from the rest of the pack. Cork City still trying to get a bit higher up the league, but of course we are pretty safe for the moment in 6th place, 6 points above, or 6 points clear of the relegation play-out place. So we get a nice £9.48 thousand for winning against Shamrock Rovers in the semi-final of the EA Sports Cup. And then Breen had a great performance. I'm going to tell him he was superb in front of goal. He really likes that. So let's take a look at what games we'll do in the next episode. So the date for the cup final hasn't been announced yet. So let's take a look to see when it's expected to be. 19th of September is apparently the date. There it is. It wasn't there before. Okay. Or maybe I just wasn't seeing it before. So next episode, we're definitely going to play the EA Sports Cup final, and we'll play whatever game happens to be before it. This game's probably going to get rearranged, so it may be that we play the Bohemian game and the cup final, but those are the 2 games. We're in a final. I'm going to have to get a suit. I don't even own one. Okay, that's a task for me to do in the meantime. But also in the meantime, off camera, we will play the first round of the FAI Cup game against Finn Harps. So we'll also play Shelbourne, Dundalk, Cork City, and just Cork City, because that Waterford game's going to get postponed, no doubt, in the league. So 4 games off camera, maybe a few more if the Irish Cup, if we advance in the Irish Cup and those games are in there. I don't really know when they're going to be. But we've made it to a cup final. That is it for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel to get all more content when it comes out, hit the notification bell to stay notified, and I'll see you next time.